to at this point? I mean, is he going to stay up in the lane and probably die to the double slow again?
At some point, he's going to go rotate and swing to the jungle, it feels like. But for now...
There's no stacks there. They're all taken out by Puppey.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. You've got a Chen on your team. But this is where Puppey's maybe looking to farm now because he realizes that the Batrider will want the jungle around 5 minutes into this game. So
he also has no smokes. He has no smoke, no boots, not that many creeps.
Just Puppey farming away. He's just keeps going for the Wild Wings, keeps going for the jungle farm and stacks, and so far making pretty good use out of the jungle as far as experience growth gains goes. And it's now swinging towards mid lane. Centaur in hand, Limp spots it out with an Observer Ward, and doesn't look like this should succeed, but Zai maybe looking to come in from behind. Just level 1 though, and Puppey now could be in some trouble here. There's a fissure to set up an LSA, and Puppey... Uh-oh, Hasterin on Limp. They don't even need the fissure here. They're going to throw it to set up the LSA, and Puppey goes down. He'll lose to Centaur as well. NIP, fresh off of a win against Cloud9. Start things off pretty decently here against Secret, although they do lose their Phoenix at the bot lane to the Phantom Assassin.
Jonas has been playing pretty boldly. I mean, that dive without any of his without his spirits up was pretty bold, and looks like he has taken 1 death to Arteezy. And Arteezy, he's getting decent CS, but not as good as the Troll, who ended up getting part of the first blood.
Yep. Seal Kid still up here. Will continue to zone out the Batrider, who does hit level 2. That's the big thing. He can't jungle until he's level 2, so I'm not sure if he'll want to head straight there right now with Puppey kind of already residing over this Radiant jungle, but I imagine he's not really too happy about this top lane. At some point, Troll can almost zone him out alone. With Phase Boots already up, once Era has that like Ring of Aquila, this lane gets kind of unmanageable for Zai. If anything, we're already there.
They can stack Ancients though, useful for the PA with Empower later, but Secret just looking to play a catch-up game at this point.
Tried to go for a kill on S4 at mid lane with the Fissure, as well as a potential Laguna Blade. Didn't succeed, but here comes the counter kill. Handskin hit by the Skewer, slowed down. There's going to be Napalm. The Batrider gets blown up by the Lina, but here comes Puppey. 1 kill, looking for 2. Can he get it with the Hellbear? Oh, gets hit by the LSA, and Limp barely gets out of there. I thought that LSA was going to miss the Hellbear and it'd be a kill. Another kill on Phoenix at bottom lane while all that action at mid was going on. So Arteezy up to a 2-kill streak at bottom on the PA.
That would have been a big kill on the Lina in the mid lane. Just so important to get that Blink Dagger before she gets her Yules.
Well, Hanskin's rotations and assistance towards mid lane so far has not really amounted to too much. Hasn't been able to offer that much help for the Lina outside of that 1 Chen kill, but we're seeing Puppey now, level 5, looking to pressure the mid tier 1 tower, and fairly successful so far. For NIP, it does feel like they can't be letting Arteezy get too much free farm and too many kills, because that's the one hero which will solo carry this game. He's going to have Empower, he's going to have a team fight built around him with Magnus and Batrider. They need to make sure if they shut down anyone, it's the PA of Arteezy they want to shut down.
Yeah, or just get Troll and Lina equally farmed.
As far as those two go right now, Troll farming well. Oh, Lina finds a kill. S4 on the Magnus. This time around the Fissure setup does work, and there was a Laguna Blade being used as ES and Lina bring down Magnus. And you talked about getting the Troll and the Lina farm. Well, those two are your 2 top net worth heroes for now, so Lina having no problems at all in that bottom lane.
Nope, Phoenix working on his egg. Not quite there yet. You don't see the value point in Sunray yet from Jonas. What build is Arteezy going to go for this game? We talked about how he can just skip out on Battle Fury since he has the Magnus on his team. But he is going to have to carry hard.
Yes.
And he's also going to have to get a BKB at some point. But if he gets BKB first, it might hinder his farm too much. But if he doesn't get BKB first, he might just die and be irrelevant in the later game. So, yeah, this is not an easy call for him, I would say. He also opted for the treads instead of the phase.
Top lane, Zai now getting silence up. He did get the Firefly up with a Fissure. Era will get the kill as well as the T1 tower. This TP coming in from a PA, and Era has to hightail it out of there, heading towards the river. Sees the PA cancel the TP, and will be maybe safe to just go back to lane. It looks like he's going to continue farming, or at least head to the shop and pick up some of his next couple of items. Gets the Morbid Mask, and we'll throw in some Lifesteal to the mix as well now. Nice bit of play there coming in from your Troll.
Yeah, both of these games, Secret's offlaner has just been completely left out to dry. And Era is just going to be ridiculously fat. As a result,
Troll Skywrath is going to be, as far as lane duos go, it's going to be one of the most potent ones there is. Puppey goes down mid lane. They didn't even need the Laguna Blade for it. Really nice control from Limp to hold onto the ultimate. And
I mean, they've been fiddling from that same spot like over and over again.
This is where you ideally just want to throw an award there. And Chen keeps the center alive, but loses the rest of his creep army. So Hanskin didn't find too much the first 5 minutes, but suddenly he's gotten 2-3 kills in a row for his team. He's got 2 kills in the mid lane with the Magnus, and the Chen got the kill at top lane, so his Earthshaker rotation starting to amount to something, and he's now going to be rewarded by getting some XP and farm in this bottom lane, but not an easy lane for him to stay in against the Stifling Dagger spam coming out from the PA.
The Treads HOD build, one of my personal favorites.
Okay. This is like Treads HOD and then you go BKB after that, or are you going damage?
It depends on how the game progresses. If you can get Aegis, you don't need BKB. But I like it because it just gives him a lot of armor versus Troll. And she does so much physical damage that the lifesteal is really nice. But, I mean, it's not going to be enough unless they stack up Ancients. They get some huge RPs on Magnus. But Magnus has not had an easy start.
Yeah, this Magnus blink timing is not looking like it's going to be too impressive here. As for now starts leveling up the Empower. He's just got Boots, Wand, and a bottle. A bit of extra stats even with the upgraded wand.
Vengeful Spirit has also been extremely quiet.
Let's see what Kuro's next move. He's got Phase Boots here, so he's even been given some farm, it looks like, as he at least taking the pull camps and all that.
Are they going to smoke? They're walking under a ward.
Oh, do they realize that? The Ancient seems to be maybe what they have their eyes on here. They sentry to make sure it's not being scouted out. They take out a low ground observer ward. They can't really farm this just yet. Bottom lane, meanwhile, Arteezy's the target they want to go, and it looks like he got too aggressive, and Skywrath Mage going to get some kills on Arteezy. That's your PA. That's the one here you do want to be bringing down, and looks like he went on the Phoenix, who popped the Supernova and managed to escape with his life as Secret go into the enemy jungle. They see Era here and walks into a magic missile. Here comes your Batrider, no lasso available. Era looking to run out of the Firefly. He's pretty swift here, gets the Phase Boots up. Lina shows up with the Laguna Blade, gets the kill on the Batrider. LSA catches 2 as well, and they're going to save Era on the Troll. Kuro in some trouble. It's a DD Lina, one more right click. Could have been enough, but didn't want to risk it. And now the Chen, Hand of God, comes into play. Fissure blocks in 2. Whoa-oh. Phoenix dives to the high ground, cancels the dive up there, but doesn't hit the Fire Spirits initially. Until he looks to chase down Puppey. Fissure available in 3. The chase is still on. Handskin really wants to bring down this Chen. Fissure onto Kuro, gets him down to 20 HP, but not enough. Didn't block him against the wall there, and seems NIP gonna still take what they can get as it's more kills going the way of the Lina, and the Troll somehow surviving that gank as well.
Yeah, it was such an important game to survive too, because they had just killed PA, so they were looking for a kill in return. But now Era is just way more farm than Arteezy. Well, still looking for that Blink Dagger on S4. The Magnuses today have not had that much luck in their Blink Dagger timing. I don't think any of them have been sub 10 and lucky to get it by 12.
This is a hero S4 is well known for. He hasn't died too much, just the singular death, but still been a very rough mid lane for him. Lina sitting on 6,000 net worth. Yule Scepter Treads already complete. Limp starting to gather some momentum here. He goes diving. Well, Phoenix goes diving through this top lane, looking to get away from a gank and gets a kill on Zai on the way out. This poor Batrider burns to death, and Phoenix.
Look at his Blink Dagger timing. It is, I mean, how are they going to make plays? Like, their strength is in this mid game. It's supposed to be right now. They were supposed to get their blinks 3 or 4 minutes ago, start getting RP kills, start getting lasso kills, make NIP feel scared, prevent them from doing Roche, but nothing like that is happening. NIP walking into bed right now with the smoke.
Oh, they just got their Magnus blink timing. If there was ever a time to get blink on your Magnus, it was as NIP go for Roshan. If he hits 2 in the RP and gets a Skewer to follow,
they need to do that.
This Satyr may scout this out as well. He's going to get there in time. The wave is there. RP on both. The Skewer gets cancelled by a Fissure, but it's going to be a good fight regardless for Secret. Lina as well as Troll go down. That's
so big. That oh my goodness.
I don't know about luck, but NIP, I guess you got to expect at some point that that blink is coming from your Magnus. They're going to buy back on the troll. They're looking to TP and contest this. They may be too late, though. Roche was too low. Oh, Secret. In some... Well, maybe not in trouble here. Go Phoenix diving through. Doesn't throw the Supernova off. And Kuro going to be brought down here by Error. It looks like Arteezy now trying to fight through with the Aegis. He's just looking to blink and get the hell out of there. Double buyback from NIP. Very costly stuff if they don't find some kills. And just Avenge kill does not feel like it's going to be enough. Arteezy still on the run. Caught up by the Yule Scepter. There's going to be an LSA waiting for him. And at least one kill on your PA. Possibly a second. They've got the Silence ready with an Ancient Seal. They get the Silence. Skewer missed as another heal comes in from your Chen. They're looking to bring down Arteezy here. Phoenix with the Fire Spirits. Blink forward from your PA, looking to fight his way out of this one onto Limp, but he's going to go down, but it's two heroes brought down by the Shockwave. Supernova comes now, but it's too late. Oh boy, Secret.
Wow, they could not have asked for a better Roche fight.
Yep.
And a better sequence of events.
Kuro catches out Handskin. They're not done just yet. They're going to get a 5th hit kill at this point, and Puppy with the Test of Faith brings down Handskin.
My goodness. What happened yesterday? I think there was a team like 5,000, 6,000 gold ahead. They went for Roshan, and they got killed right before doing it. And
that was Empire against Hellraisers.
Yeah, it's like the exact same situation. I mean, it's something that you need to do, but when it's risky and when there's heroes off the map and you're not sure if they have blink and you don't have good vision, you cannot afford those type of risks. You need a support sitting up there and maybe sacrifice their life for it, but you can't have those heroes die, buy back, don't get that many kills, and then die again, and then give up the Aegis to the PA that was struggling in the early game.
You get a Batrider kill. The blink on this back gets slowed down even further. It's awfully close to it before that one death, and now bottom lane, Arteezy doesn't have the Aegis anymore. 1 or 2 right clicks, evade, 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 he's saying, and where's my RNG? That's not the RNG he's known for.
Yeah, I mean, PA is just so weak against Lina, though. Especially a level 11 Lina. She's slightly over-leveled, I would say, but it's still just not an easy game.
No. All 4 of your main carries are reaching that level 2 ulti point now. As NIP will look to get to work on some objectives. A terrible fight around the Roshan pit, but still, well, they actually know they went into a disadvantageous position. Secret take the net worth lead despite Troll and Lina being your top 2 farmers.
Yeah, but a lot of that's on the Chen. Chen is actually number 3 on net worth on the side of Secret. And they really need the Batrider, who is, I guess, now position 5, to get his Blink Dagger.
Wow, I didn't even realize. Okay.
Zai just has not been on his game today. His Clockwork was less than impressive, missing a lot of hook shots. His Blink Dagger is just ridiculously late. I mean, you could kind of see it coming from the draft with Chen occupying most of the jungle and then the other lane struggling. They're not going to have enough control for Batrider to get his Blink Dagger, but at the same time, like even struggling Batriders usually fight it by 13, I would say.
All from here, NIP. Not going to be happy about that Roche fight, but they're still in a pretty decent position here. Arteezy will be looking to get some catch-up farm in the form of a big Ancient stack. The Empower just level 2, but that should be more than enough with the Helm of the Dominator to heal him back up. Getting some good farm here on your PA.
Yeah,
and we'll kind of see
BKB, though.
It really feels like against the Fire Spirits of the Phoenix, I mean, the stuns of the ES Lina. Well, it's not an answer to the Ags Laguna Blade. If you get thrown up in the air by a Yules, you need to be able to BKB so you don't get hit by the full combo.
Yeah, you also need to just be able to kill the Earthshaker. Like, if you don't kill the Earthshaker, he's just going to stun lock you. And yeah, he's probably going to die too, but he's going to kill your PA in most of these fights. So she just needs it to be able to kill people and as well as just keep surviving and keep accruing items. She cannot afford to die in most of these upcoming skirmishes. Looks like they're gathering in position for a smoke. Oh, Batrider does have his Blink Dagger, but there is no smoke.
Coming out on Kuro, maybe? There we go. Venge has a smoke now. Kuro.
It's a little late. I think they missed their timing.
Yeah, it does feel like they do have a ward in their own jungle down bottom, so I think they had an idea that Handskin was down here.
I mean, look at the heroes. They're already back at their T3 tower just because they expected a smoke 10 seconds ago, and now that it's come like 10 seconds late. Yeah, I mean, they're more than prepared.
They were just sitting around missing off the map for so long. They are going to Firefly their way over towards this secret shop, but at this point, even if Bat finds someone, he can't really kill him on his own, and there we go. He gets a Blink Lasso up, but I don't think he's pulling Handskin far enough away. Fissure comes out, and Zai maybe in some trouble. The Mystic Flare, Lina, LSA Dragon Slave kills off your Bat.
He needed a 4-step for that play, and Zai is just too underfarmed at this point. He can't be going for plays like that, and Earthshaker doesn't have a blink, and he might not have some for that for some bit of time. But if they keep feeding him kills like that, Era heading around the bottom rune trying to control. Kuro gets a stun off before he can slow. Is he going to get a bash? Okay. First hit.
All skill, says Era.
Limp comes in for the KS and misses.
Come on, Limp, man. That Era got the bash. He deserves that one.
And now Limp almost has a Shadow Blade, which is very problematic for these Blink initiators who don't have BKB. I mean, Batrider, is he going to get BKB after Blink Dagger? Highly unlikely. They usually go for Force Staves and then into the Blink Dagger, or sorry, into the BKB. And then Magnus, he's working on his BKB too. But pretty much if she finds anyone else aside from the Magnus, they're dead.
Well, the great thing about the Shadow Blade is you can still gank heroes with BKB because you Shadow Blade stun, and you can stun them before they pop the BKB, so it ends up being a way of actually dealing with BKB heroes to some extent. Zai, for now, still looking to farm that 4-staff up at the top lane. Secret, not looking as hot as they did in their first game against Alliance, where they were just dominant, and the Ninjas in Pajamas just making a good showing here today at the Red Bull Battlegrounds Europe
The
group.
team that we thought was the least likely.
It's another Hellraiser story. You just can't count anyone out in these group stages.
They're all very close in skill.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's the thing. When you're talking about NIP being the weakest team in the group, that's a pretty damn strong weakest team that the group has. They're probably saying that if we were in any other group, we'd be like, if they're in like an SCA or an America group, NIP are probably favorites. So.
So net worth wise, Troll maintaining a constant around 1,000 gold lead over Arteezy. And now that Secret finally had Blink Daggers, maybe looking for some solo ultimate plays from the Magnus here and there.
Alright, well, we'll see what Magnus can get done with this Blink Dagger of his, but NIP maybe have their eyes set on this Radiant Ancient stack, which they just scouted out using the Troll. That's going to come in with a Firefly to make sure it's not going down, but NIP well aware of it and seem to be somewhat grouping up themselves towards this top lane they go. Dire Sentry will block the camp from spawning any further Ancients here on the Radiant side, but
all they need to do is limit PA's farm, which is trade kills, like maybe sacrifice Alina for a PA kill or block her Ancients. And an underfarm PA will not be able to get carried in this game. Unless, of course, there are sick RPs, which NIP has fallen prey to before.
Yep. Well, we'll see. If that's going to be the case here, they're going to continue to farm these Ancients, but this is the last Ancients they get for some time until they deward this. NIP seem to be having their eyes set on waiting out the Roshan respawn, though. They're getting up what vision they can, they're pushing out the lanes, they seem to be focusing more on the map control aspect, and Roshan will be coming up sometime in the next 3 minutes, and, well, it's going to be a max Roshan respawn timer. That's not exactly the best news for NIP, although last time Roshan was kind of their undoing.
Yeah.
All top, Zai dead. That's your Shadow Blade reveal.
So Zai continuing his struggles. Oh, gets RP'd. Limp. Skewered back.
And they get a counter kill. That's well worth it for Secret in the end. As much as they do want Zai's 4-stuff, it's a big kill to be getting. Yeah,
they cannot afford to give trade kills like that. They can't trade Lena's life for Batrider. It's all about the PA, limiting her kills, increasing her deaths, and controlling her farm. So NIP have to be very careful about the Roshan pit engage again. Don't feed PA another Aegis. And then continue your map control, continue your exerting your presence with the Lina, get your Blink Dagger on your Earthshaker, and then they can go for even more picks. Lina on one side of the map, Earthshaker on the other, and Troll, meanwhile, farming.
It's just scary. PA already has almost 2,000 gold on top of the BKB, which Arteezy hasn't even needed to use yet, so you've got to imagine a potential damage item could be coming up in no time at all if PA wants to go for one.
What damage item does it go for? Abyssal?
Abyssal, and you could theoretically still go back for a Battle Fury, but with Empower it seems completely unnecessary. But MKB against the Troll, maybe? I don't know.
Nah,
he's got BKB. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he needs Basher or... I mean, if he gets Battle Fury now, though, is it worth it?
So. I don't think it'd be bad by any means. I'm just not sure if the Abyssal Blade you mentioned is probably better, I would say, but I still think Battlefield would be fine as far as damage goes.
It's great for damage. No doubt.
I think he's going to have more issues with like bursting down a single target like a troll than he is like pushing out creep waves and...
Oh, does Chen have Ags? Chen does have Ags. I see a Golem.
Puppy is ridiculously farmed.
Okay, well, Chen, number 5 on net worth. Very healthy lead for Puppy, the Chen farmer. I mean, yeah, it's just two different styles. You can't say like the aggressive level 1 roaming around with smokes is better than it just applies for different situations. And Secret, they don't like to lose out on the late game, but they only have one big late gamer in Phantom Assassin, and she has finally overtaken the net worth chart. They're looking for a lasso.
Close to Jonas here. Now he's going to go swoop back in, and there we go. Lasso comes out. Where's the follow-up, though? Puppy's there. There's a skewer as well. And PA with the blink in gets the kill. So Secret get a clean pick off, and we'll also find this Dire Ancient stack. It's leaning from the side. Oh, could have almost gone for a Laguna there, but doesn't have the Ag Scepter and Arteezy. And he heal himself up a little bit with the Helm of the Dominator on the Ancients.
Yeah, Dragon Slave Laguna from a not awkward position would have killed it right there. So, maximum Roshan respawn. It is up. Golem is tanking. Can NIP take a fight in the pit? This time, Secret will be the one starting it off, but it's already at half HP. Their entire team is just not in a good position.
I don't even know if NIP realized what was going on though. Kind of split pushing the bottom lane.
I mean, they had to have realized. They had just gotten a pick. It had been 11 minutes and less Roshan respawn, and that's just textbook time to take Roshan.
Oh, there's a dire ward there as well, but a DDPA that just got brought down so fast. So
I mean, they've given away so much of their lead in the past few minutes.
Well, speaking of the lead, it's going the Radiant way. About 2,000 net worth for now. Experience-wise, a little less. And they're at top, looking to scurry away from some Secret rotations towards his top lane. But I think Secret may just say, well, we're just happy to go for the towers. We haven't had much in the way of towers. Only the T1 mid lane has been pushed out.
How has NIP not been able to take down that mid T1 tower? I actually think that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
If that isn't up, they might not be able to make the play on the Phoenix. But a very timely smoke. Not the most obvious timing, but obvious enough that NIP should be playing very carefully around that Roche respawn. They also haven't been checking the pit, I dare say.
So it's going to be Limp roaming around with the Shadow Blade now, looking for their next couple of kills. But for NIP, they've really got to just buckle down and not give away too many free pickoffs like they seem to be doing over the last few minutes. They're in the lead as far as kills go, but you've got an Aegis on their PA, and the damage item is going to be an SMY for Arteezy. So a bit of a hybrid item as far as damage, attack speed, HP goes. You've got the MAME in there as well.
Yeah, SNY is not bad. Especially since I think Lina is working on her Scepter. At some point, you're going to need the HP. If you go Battle Fury or Yasha or MKB or anything like that, you're just going to get Lina ulted in the face. So having this nice mix of...
Oh, PA blinks in bottom lane. They threw the Laguna on S4, but that's not going to do enough. Limp now, defensive Yules. Zai's looking for the lasso. Can he get it on Phoenix? Yes, he will. Pulls him back. They've already lost Lina. Now it's going to be 2. As Arteezy starts a killing spree. Uh-oh. Things getting worse and worse for NIP at this point of the game.
NIP just stopped exerting pressure. Which, like, remember last game, the Lina got a pick with her Shadow Blade, and then they proceeded into Roche. Where's that sort of play this game? Instead, she's the one getting picked, and Secrets are the one taking Roche.
Secret are the ones completely control the map right now. Era just forced into some split push play at the top lane, and doesn't feel like he can fight too well into this Secret team right now. And Secret gonna have 4 heroes towards his mid lane. Chen's actually making his way towards top. May look to just bring in his creep army and defend this tier 2 tower, but the rest of Secret, they're considering going high ground. Phoenix respawns, 10 seconds on Lina, and we'll see this tier 3 tower getting tipped away. Arteezy considering a blink in. Decides against it, has an Aegis for some time still, and Hanskin with a blink dagger is going to be that big blink echo slam defender if he can find the ulti that he needs.
Man, Batrider, still no Force Staff. Where's your Staff of Wizardry?
This Bat is in, yeah, true poverty right now.
What's his score right now? 0-9.
Really? Whoa, okay, I did not realize that. He's more than half of their deaths.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not played well, simply put.
Yeah. There's nothing inaccurate about that.
No need to make it fancy. Okay, we see a smoke coming out from NIP, but where is the objective? They're smoking into an area that they don't have vision. They're smoking against a PA who has Aegis up in her inventory. And it's just not that great of a time. Actually, they did just place a ward down at the bottom.
No. They're going to lead the charge towards top lane on the secret side. They take out the tier 1 and they're going to make their move to the tier 2. It seems NIP have in mind some split push action. The Troll, though, not down there, who's their main pushing hero, so even if they get to this tier 2 tower unopposed, a lot of their actual damage output is vacant. And Troll, speaking of which, he's been spotted up by a Radiant Observer ward. S4 nearby has a blink RP soon. Oh! Heyo! Misses that RP.
But they're giving up the T3. RP is down.
This should not be happening as it is right now, it feels like.
But still just realizing that NIP is completely out of position.
Yeah, you've got to really be aware of that blink. These Granite Golems too can't be dealt with. You get them low, Hand of God heals them back to full HP. They're just going to keep chipping away on these mid-racks, it looks like.
I think they need a bounce. I mean, they do have the Aegis, but they don't have RP.
You also don't have mana for a lasso from your Bat Rider.
Oh, Hanskin has the Echo Slam with the Blink Dagger.
Level 2 now.
This could be Secret's undoing.
Well, I think they've seen it, though. He had it the last push they went for, so maybe something Secret are ready for, but
still, I mean, even if you see it, you can ask Navi about the Echoes.
They know all about Blink, Echo, and Arteezy. He's got the Aegis, so it's Kuro with him. No, he loses the Aegis. Oh boy, that's a big kill. Now the Supernova going to force Secret even further back. The timing of this initiation works out perfectly, and S4 gets blinked on again by the Earthshaker, making all the plays happen, and really nicely done. That
terrible
Aegis,
timing for a push.
Yeah, had expired. It had even expired like 20 seconds ago. It wasn't even like it just expired as he died.
Even if they had it, like, and there were like 3 minutes left, you should just wait for an RP. I think it's just far too risky. The only reason they took the T3 was because NIP was completely out of position, pushing down the bottom T2. And then with the whipped RP on top, it's like, okay, well, we have no team fight because our Bat Rider still doesn't have Force Staff, so if he lassos someone, he might not even make it down the cliff, just because he might get Yulesed immediately, or fissured, or, you know, any other thing that can hit him. So, yeah, I would say that Secret overstayed their welcome, missed the RP, which is also a big deal, and mistimed their Aegis. If they didn't have the Aegis, they certainly shouldn't have pushed.
Speaking of pushes, NIP going to make probably the smart move and just back off, decide not to go for this push down mid.
They need to bait out the smoke gank. I think they need to be sitting on a high ground or be sitting out with a support and then go in with a Blink Echo once they come in with a smoke. I think that Secret are going to try and secure the next rush because that one's a big deal. When you have big ultimates like Lasso and RP, you counter it by having Aegis. So it's just that much more important for NIP to secure it. Unless they want to deal with it with buybacks, which is a much riskier way to deal with them. Or not get caught out, but you know, you can't avoid getting single RP'd.
Yeah, if you're using buybacks, it's not really a good long-term strategy if you're going to be getting new items up on your side of NIP. Not to mention...
Chen is ridiculously farmed, though.
He's more farmed than Magnus now. Oh my god, he's the second most farmed Secret hero, the fourth most farmed hero in the game.
He has twice as much farm as Bat Rider. Ideally, those would be swapped, where Chen would have like Scepter and Boots, and Bat Rider would have Blink, BKB, Force Staff.
Well, I guess we'll see what the Chen can do. The Yule Scepter, not exactly the craziest of items. It does offer some additional lockdown and control for your Troll. Lena going to get one kill. Now the can kill. Arteezy with a BKB brings him down at bottom, and PA goes through that 9-second BKB. Chaz has now picked up a Basher.
Bizzle just means there's another tool of initiation, because if they can jump the Patrol Warlord, he doesn't have BKB. So they can Blink Strike on him, Abyssal him, and then if he doesn't die, they can RP and or lasso him and then kill him. And without him, the PA is pretty much immune during the BKB. I mean, unless Lena drops the PA, but she's not going to die during the BKB. And also, Troll does not yet have an MKB.
Okay, and still some ways to go for it, I guess. He's got just the SMY Skadi with the Helm of the Dominator. There's going to be a lasso grab at top lane. That's on Jonas. He gets pulled in and brought down. Arteezy with the DD rune, going to make himself known. Meanwhile, to the side, it's going to be a Troll looking to fight down onto Kuro. Kuro brought down by Troll, but Arteezy, double damage. Can you fight this PA? I don't think so. The Echo Slam comes in. Arteezy is going to be the main focus. Nice Yules, though, going to lock the Troll in place. Handskin goes down. 1700 crit. Arteezy. Oh boy, making it look too easy as Era next in line could be going down as well. The Supernova, they need a stun from this, but it looks like they're going to try focus down the egg, not in time. Arteezy stunned up through the BKB, blinks forward, gets hit by a Laguna, but they kill the Troll anyways. Dive with Fire Spirits, causing problems for Arteezy, but he's going to solve them with a blink forward. Jonas, no dive to escape this one, and Chen gets that kill. 4 down on the NIP side. Blink into the high ground with an RP. Limp next in line for Arteezy again. Mega kill streak as he gets a double kill, and they're going to focus their efforts on this mid-Rax as both range and melee going down.
That Yules was pretty clutch by Puppey. It was when it was their window that they needed to burst down that PA. Her BKB had just expired. There was a big echo coming in. Troll was right next to him, and that is what happens when you don't get a BKB on Troll. You just get kited, and that was just so important. He doesn't have an MKB, so his uptime is very minimal on the PA.
Arteezy getting chainstun. The Force Staff comes maybe a bit too late, and he's going to be brought down. He was trying to get the blink to the low ground, but the Earthshaker fissure into a blink totem was really nicely done.
And Roshan is right about to respawn in about 30 seconds time. Undoubtedly, NIP will head into the pit. The question is, are they going to get the Aegis? They're going to go in there. They're not going to see that it's up. Are they going to camp there, or they're going to keep a chicken there? They're going to have an HOD creep.
Well, they may get there at the right time, especially if Era's going to find the Ancients along the way.
Yeah, why are they not doing Roach? I think they should just do Roach immediately. Well, especially since Troll doesn't have buyback. That is priority number 1. So he's going to walk in. No?
Max Roche respawn is about 20 seconds from now.
Just 1 second too early.
If they wrote the Roche timer down, they know it's coming in the next 20 seconds. And Handskins goes back in. There's your due diligence from your Earthshaker. This guy has been maybe the MVP to keep NIP in this game with some of his recent plays, but 25 seconds on PA. Era going to get to work. And here come...
Imagine if they had started it like as soon as that respawn, though. I mean, I think Era should have just been sitting in the pit. If they knew that it's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds, then they could do it without the risk of Zai being able to steal it.
And Zai now nearby, ready to go. Is he making a play on this one? The Flame Break comes into play, gets hit by a fissure, though. Nicely played from your Earthshaker again, and Zai going to get blown up by the Laguna Blade. Oh boy. Man, and double-digit deaths.
Underfarm Batrider, he needs BKB to make those sort of plays, too. Everyone needs BKBs.
Yep. And this is the Blink 4 stuff for now, and not cutting it. NIP still holding on for now with this game. It's about an 8,000 gold deficit. Unfortunately, they lost their mid-racks, but you have a Troll with an Aegis and these kind of items. It is potential there for that turnaround.
I do see one of NIP's weakness, though, is being able to control the mid-game with an early-game lead. Like, the best teams, you give them like a 2,000 gold lead, they'll eventually increment it up to 3,000 after a few minutes, and then 4,000, 5,000, and never let it go. But NIP, they had a pretty sizable early mid advantage, and then they just didn't take out Roshan, they didn't take out the towers, and they even let Secret take a free T3 in the mid lane.
That's easy. Once out, not going to get hit by the LSA.
Yeah, he has enough HP though to tank it.
Yeah.
Maybe Lina should get a MKP.
Possibly. Like you go in with your combo and hit the LSA, Laguna Blade. PA lives on maybe 500-600. That's why with a Battle Trance, Lina could quickly finish off the rest of the PA's HP.
Yeah, I mean, alternatively, she could get a Ghost Scepter and kite during the BKB of the PA, which is not that bad of an option. I would say either one of those.
Could also go just for like the Hex as another possibility.
Oh yeah, Hex is really good.
That can also get rid of the evasion.
I mean, Secret... I mean, they do have the potential to make cheeky plays later, like send in the PA with a Test of Faith and then just have her blow somebody up, hope for a crit, and then have some high ground shenanigans other than having to deal with RP. So it is all in on Arteezy, but at the same time, he has been making it work.
Yeah, for now, 10-5-4 with Abyssal Blade complete. Arteezy is sitting pretty. Imagine next up is probably just completing the Satanic, give him some more HP, survivability. He even has the Ice Armor creep for himself as well to allow him to fight that Troll Warlord just that little bit better.
So Troll Warlord is in somewhat of a predicament. Does he want to farm his MKB?
Oh, Limp. He walked into this one, pulled to the high ground. Doesn't get a chance to use the cheese as well.
That's a rookie mistake, I must say.
Yep. Yeah, they were ready for him, and now Batrider being pushed forward. He's got another blink as well. He's just charging forward. Look at them. We'll cancel the Hanskin TP. And Arteezy will blink forward and probably finish him off here. One more Stifling Dagger will be enough, and like you said, a bit of a rookie mistake perhaps.
Yeah, that's just something a very experienced player won't make. Like you have to expect that your opponents will get a gem at some point, especially if you've been making somewhat of impact. He has 12 kills on his Lina, and they are certainly going to get a gem at some point to counter his deep movements. And now immediately swing up to the T3. And again, Secret, they have a disadvantage. They have the disadvantage in the fact that NIP has the Aegis. And last time it was disadvantage of the fact that they don't have RP up, which are both pretty sizable disadvantages. And still, they force a big cooldown from NIP, Lina's buyback. Last time they got a T3 out of it. And they're just so good at taking a foot when they're given an inch.
And even just the money that Lina spends will slow down any further item progression we're seeing come out from Limp.
Yeah, he needed a Hex, MKB, or Ghost. Like one of those three. Probably, or a BKB even would be decent. So smoke coming out from NIP, trying to make use of this Aegis. About, what, 1 minute and 10 seconds left on that. Just enough time after the smoke ends. And it looks like Secret, they are pretty wary. They are very scared. They know that, okay, all we need to do is wait out the Aegis and then we can blow Troll up with an RP. His buyback is still down for 1.5 minutes, but he doesn't even have enough money to complete his MKB nor buy it back after a death.
Yeah, just runs into the Chain Cryptor and right into Arteezy on the front lines. Abyssal Blade, BKB, popped error. He's going to be brought down before the fight even begins. It may just be an Aegis. S4's got an RP waiting for him, though, and they'll use it on the Troll. It's a solo RP, but it's well worth it if they get the kill. But Hanskin shows up. Blink, Echo Slam, Fissure. Is this going to be enough? It may be, but it doesn't look like it. Arteezy blinks out. The Supernova, perfectly placed, will salvage the fight for now. Secret, they've lost two. Will buy back the bat. Nice blink to the low ground. Arteezy jukes himself out of there and will be sent back to base by Puppey, whose TP gets cancelled. The Earthshaker Fissure. Oh, can he find a little nook and cranny to hide this one in? Doesn't look like it. Gem gets dropped and Arteezy will TP himself back in. That Earthshaker once again saving up to save the day. Meanwhile, Zai, in a bit of a deep spot here, but it's S4 rocking up to turn things around, brings down the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, the Skywrath goes down in error. He's trapped. He's going to get kited around by the Batrider, and then Arteezy's going to show up with a new Abyssal Blade soon if he needs it.
Man, that blink strike into the Test of Faith. Plays coming out from Secret and just outplaying NIP. They had, again, a great time to burst down the PA. They had Battle Trance up, PA BKB down, and then locked in an Echo, and then again a Yules to save the day. Secret will get another kill on Jonas at the T4s, and now, I mean, it is... Troll is in the grave for 57 seconds. I'm not exactly sure why he bought out his Javelins when he could have had his buyback available at this point, but yeah, they are crumbling, they're falling apart, and that was a sick jump. They knew that the smoke was coming.
Oh, it's another pick off. Arteezy gonna find Jonas once more. He just bought back, and Lim gonna get skewered back into the BKBPA. Defensive Yules is there, but he blinks forward on your Skywrath instead. Limp gets off a Laguna Blade, but it looks like he's going down anyways. Magic Missile will find him, and Secret put 4 NIP heroes onto the bench.
Amazing teamwork from Secret, I must say.
Yeah.
Like, Zai didn't play the best, but I think everyone else more than pulled their own weight.
Looking like this may be the game-winning blow as GG is called, and Secret are through to the best of 3 finals here at Red Bull Battlegrounds Europe. Group play, they've taken down Alliance, now they take down the Ninjas in Pajamas, and all they've got to do is wait to see who will emerge from that lower bracket to challenge them in the finals.
19 kills on Arteezy.